Good morning, everyone. My name is Nageshan, and I'm going to deliver the first session on vocabulary. So, the English vocabulary is really important for us to sustain and survive in today's world. If you really want to appear in any kind of competitive exam, or if you want to prepare for the Ielts test, which is compulsory in order to attain a higher degree of education in good prestigious institution globally. So, at Adishan Overseas Consultants, we help all the students to go to global universities and to accomplish their dreams. So if you really want to score high bands or high score in the IELTS examination, you need to have a good command on the vocabulary. So based on this theme, let me take this opportunity to deliver my first session on the vocabulary, and I'm absolutely sure in the next few minutes, you're going to learn 25 new vocabulary words, and these words will become a very important component in your normal life as well. So if you really want to impress someone in an interview, if you want to score high bands in the IELTS test, or if you want to be very proficient in the language, so language is the key to attain success in today's life. And without vocabulary, it's really not possible to cast an everlasting impression. So let's start with the today vocabulary session. The first word is expedite. I'm writing the spellings in bold so that it is visible on the video. Expedite is a very special word, and typically we use this word in the professional scenario. We don't use this word in the normal course of life. For example, your father is not going to say, please expedite this work. He's going to say, please expedite the project. And who is he here? He is the manager of your organization. Your father will say, please do it quickly instead of expedite. So expedite is a word which is typically used in the professional scenario. Let's expedite the process of accomplishing our goals. Let's expedite on our dreams by working hard on the dreams. Let's expedite anything which is connected to your professional work. The government should expedite the working on their ongoing projects. Next word is aplomb. Aplomb means to take some decisions in a very calm and quiet manner. So when you need to act in a very calm, highly composed manner, we use the word aplomb. It's a tough word, but this word will help you to score high bands in the IELTS test. The government must act with aplomb in order to succeed. We should act with aplomb in order to accelerate in our life. Let's act with aplomb in order to expedite the project. So these two words are very important. Please remember them, and I'm absolutely sure if you start implementing these words, they will become a part and parcel of your whole life. Next word is aptitude. Very easy word. Aptitude means your inherent ability. So if you are a good painter, you can certainly say, I have a good aptitude towards painting, and I always do it with aplomb in my normal course of life. So let's proceed. Next word is attentive. Very easy word, attentive, but very important word for the examination point of view. We should be highly attentive while listening to the lectures. If we want to gain the higher virtues in our life, we need to be attentive in the normal course of our life. Let's proceed to the next word. Next word is a very special word, and this word is barricade. Normally we have seen that the government officials put some blocks or some barriers and they block our path. They block our path by putting the physical barriers on the roads. And this is primarily done for the safety and security of the citizens of the country. So on the eve of the Independence Day or the Republic Day, we see different barricades on the roads. That is one aspect of this word. The second aspect of this word is to block something. So what is blocking India's way to economic development? All the social evils are acting as barricades. I apologize for this mistake. All the social evils are acting as the barricades in the process of economic development. Next word is commotion. Commotion means confused movement. If you are confused and you don't know why you are confused, that is a state of commotion. Sometimes things often come to us highly unexpectedly and we do not expect that they are going to happen with us. For example, pandemic impacted India on a big scale, and did India expected such a big pandemic on a big scale? No. So was India prepared for such a big commotion? The answer is a big no. Was so the entire world was not prepared for commotion when the commotion hit hard, and it hit hard on the economy of the country. So it barricaded the normal flow of money, the purchase and the sale of goods, and thus it impacted the economic development. So we need to be highly attentive for all the kind of observations, for all the kind of predictions when they are made, and when we pay attention to all the observations, all the warnings, it is easy to prevent such a big commotion on a big scale. Next word is very interesting. This word means mixture, concoction. I'm sure some of you might be listening to this word for the very first time, but this word is absolutely important. Concoction. Concoction means a mixture. So how we derive a pink color? We add white color and red color together and automatically it becomes pink. So when two things are mixed, the new formation is concoction. It is a mixture. In order to understand the meaning of this word, we can also say life is a concoction of joys and sorrows. Let's proceed. The next word is counter. Counter means to speak in response. So if somebody asks you a question and you reply to that particular question, that means you counter to that question. So if I ask you which is your favorite color, and if you reply white is my favorite color, so in other words, you are able to counter to that particular question which is being asked to you. Next word is cunning. I write cunning here. So cunning is the part and parcel of someone's personality. It is also the act, if somebody is active in decepting other people. It is acting in a very shrewd way, bad way with other people. So we can say he is a cunning person. If you have helped your friend, and when you really need the help, if you request your friend to help you, and if your friend denies to help you, in other words, your friend can be called as a cunning person. Next word is debris. So debris means the remains of something which is being left. So if an earthquake hits any place, what happens? The building shatters and automatically you will see huge tons of debris. So under debris you might observe that there are some dead bodies, some cattle, so much furniture, all the accessories, all the building materials, it is submerged under the debris. So recently we have seen that Turkey got many earthquakes, and because of the earthquakes, mass-scale annihilations happened and so much of debris was found in one particular place. So I repeat these words and then we will proceed with the next flow of the 10 words. First word is expedite. Expedite means to do something quickly, but this word is primarily used in the professional category. Next word is aplomb. Aplomb means to think in a calm and composed manner. We need to act with aplomb. Aptitude, it is the inherent ability of a person. I have a decent aptitude towards teaching. Attentive, let's be attentive to our parents. Cunning, she is a cunning person. Barricade, my friend barricaded my path when I was on my way to my school. Commotion, I am in a state of commotion today because it is very difficult for me to make my firm decision. It can be on any topic. Concoction, mixture. The mixed vegetable is a concoction of different vegetables blended together in the Indian curry. Counter, to speak in response. So when we answer to someone's particular question, we counter the response. Next word is debris. Debris means the remains of something which is left. That is debris. So when an earthquake hit a place, after that point of time, we saw a debris. So debris means the remains of something which is left at one particular point of time. So allow me to just rub it so that we can proceed on to the next particular set of 10 words. And so let's take a moment to understand more words. Defiance. It's a very important word. When we try to protect ourselves, we tend to defiance. We tend to act with great defiance. So if somebody says that you have done something bad, so we will try to do some acts in order to defend ourselves. So that is one way of explaining this word. Other way of explaining this word is when we need to take an action in order to protect something which we agree, something which has a higher value. For example, if I'm working in an organization, so I need to act with great defiance for the support of the organization. Let's say an outsider comes to my office, an outsider comes to my organization. So outsiders are not allowed in the server room. So for the defiance of my organization, I will contact the security personnel and we will try to review if an outsider is really trying to pitch into the server room or why the outsider is roaming in the area where he or she is not really allowed to do so. Next word is diminish. Diminish means to reduce something in size, that is to diminish. So if there is a heavy rain, after some point of time, the heavy rain is expected to diminish. If somebody is angry, after some time, the anger might diminish. Next word is dismal. Dismal means sad. So if you are very sad on one particular day, you can say, yesterday I was very dismal because India lost the match. So if you are connected with any game and you're connected with emotions, this might happen with everyone. Sometimes we are in a very dismal mood, sometimes we are very elated or very happy. Next word is very important, dispel. Dispel means to force someone to go away. So what we need to do? We need to force all the social evils to go away from our country. In other words, India must dispel corruption, unemployment, child labor and many other social evils in order to make the right progression. Okay, let's move on to the next word. Next word is furtive. F-U-R-T-I-V-E, furtive, very important word. When somebody takes an action intentionally in order to harm someone or in order to gain something out of it, all the actions taken are highly furtive. So we normally see on the television all the politicians, they continue to pass sarcastic remarks. So when they pass sarcastic remarks, they are done in a manner to defame the other politician and thus they are acting in a highly furtive manner. Next word, very important, gusto. So when you are extremely happy, you are in a state of gusto. On the final day of the examination, the children were in a state of gusto, means very happy. Next word is imperious. Imperious means arrogant superiority. If somebody says, I am at the highest position and the other people are not even equal to me. So at that point of time, that person is acting in an imperious manner. Next word is jabber. So jabber and gusto, they are very similar to each other. So gusto means when we are happy. Jabber also means when we are happy, but jabber means when we are happy, we are very excited and we are absolutely happy to shout at the top of our voice. The children were jabbered when they were offered chocolates. Extremely happy, so they're shouting at the top of the voice. Next word is meliable. Meliable is a very special word. Meliable means easily convinced. So if your mother, if your father asks you to bring something back home, you will purchase that product and you will go back home because you're easily convinced. In the same way, many people learn with time. If you face some hard times, so hard times always teach us a great lesson. And when we learn from those lessons, we work hard and we try to implement all the kind of values what we have learned. We are able to accelerate, we are able to attain the ladder of success. So time is highly malleable. It's very important to understand, and if we implement in our real life, the ladders of success are right open for us. Next word is meticulous. Meticulous means exact. Meticulous also means when somebody follows the right step in the absolute manner. So if you go to a doctor, if you go to a physician, if you go to a dentist, then you need to get yourself treated. So what happens? The doctor diagnoses you by asking you questions about your history, if you're taking some medicines, and the doctor might conduct some tests. So why the doctor is doing all these kind of things? Because the doctor is acting in a highly meticulous manner. The doctor cannot offer any medicine, just take it and leave. It's not going to happen. The doctor has to diagnose in a meticulous way in order to treat the patient in the right way. So meticulous is a very important word, and let's try to use this word in the Ielts test. Meticulous is very important. This word is very important. It can be easily used. Diminish. Dismal means sad. And furtive, if you can use it in order to pass a sarcastic remark, in order to say something if you do not agree on something. So in the ongoing sessions, I'll be teaching you the implementation of these words as well. So let's try to repeat. Defiance is strictly done when you try to protect your organization, any action taken in order to help the organization. Diminish is to reduce in size. Dismal is sad, when you're in a sad mode. Dispel means to throw away something for the betterment, or it can be for the negative things as well. Further, all the actions which one takes in order to gain something out of it. So these are intentionally taken actions. Gusto, when you're absolutely happy. Imperials, arrogant superiority. If somebody says, okay, I'm at the high level. Jabber means when you're extremely happy and when you are willing to shout at the top of your voice. Meliable means when somebody is absolutely convinced and when somebody is absolutely happy as well. Meticulous means when we are absolutely ready to follow the procedure. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed with the next course of words. So the next word is momentum. So momentum is a very special word. So if you're doing something in an impelling force, so if you're teaching on a regular basis, if you're writing on a regular basis, so slowly and steadily you gain a high momentum in the same way. Muster, when you gather someone. Muster is to gather around someone. So if a celebrity walks in and we muster around the celebrity for an autograph, so we use this word. Next word is obscure. Obscure means when something is not easily understood or something is challenging. So that is highly obscure. So we can say there are so many obscure rituals or traditions prevalent in my nation. Some rituals are not easily understood, so they are highly obscure for us. Next word is pristine. Pristine means absolutely pure, absolutely good. There is no contamination. So we all want to live in a pristine world, which is absolutely a peaceful world. So it has no crime, no war, no aggression, no hate, no jealous, and we are living in a world which is absolutely flawless. So it's a pristine world. It's a dream for everyone. Okay. Next is null. Null is when we stay at the top of the hill. So if we stay at the top of the hill, we stay at a knoll. So knoll is a small natural hill from where you can see all the landscape. So I repeat the course of the words. Momentum, when we gain an impelling force to do something. If you're trying to do that activity again and again. Muster is to bring together around someone for any kind of physical activity. It can be taking an autograph, it can be when you muster around your parents to ask for pocket money, or it can be for any other reason. Obscure is something which is not clearly understood. So if there are some events which are not supported by science, so when we try to understand them and if we fail to understand, they are highly obscure to us. Pristine means something which is absolutely pure. Null is when we are at the top of the hill. So I'm at the end of session number 1 for my vocabulary. I hope this session is absolutely informative. I am going to upload more sessions. So with every session, I'm sure all the students will be able to gain a lot of information. If this session is productive, please give your comments. And I really want all the students to understand and follow the vocabulary in the right prerogative so that you can accelerate in your life. Thank you so much. So you were taking the session from Adishan, and I wish all of you a very happy day. Thank you so much.